are talking The Devil's Child, which is also known as DIAVLO. This is actually a Colombian movie, although it is spoken in English, directed and written by David Barroquez. And it tells a story of this young girl, this young woman who gets the job as a carer for an elderly, infirmed man in this kind of like very out of the way country house. It seems to be a period piece. It doesn't actually say what year it is, but it seems like it may be set in kind of like the early 70s. And she goes off to this kind of like this remote like mansion, stately kind of manor and such. And there's a kind of like servant boy there who's kind of like her only real company. And this girl, this woman who's kind of like the living relative of this guy who's upstairs. She's got an awful wig on, and basically tells her, what she's got to do, and then leaves her. And then spooky stuff starts to happen. This guy upstairs, who we're told is kind of like what used to be a renowned psychic, may be not quite as inactive as he first appears. What will happen? You have to watch the movie to find out. So first of all, what worked in this movie? This film is a lot about kind of legacy and family ties and things like that. So it has kind of a little bit of a mystery element to it, which I kind of quite enjoyed. And it's kind of like unraveling the kind of the pieces about maybe looking at clues about what has happened there. I think there's some external shots of this house. It kind of looks a little CGI and kind of like a matte painting or something, but it does look very effective. And the interior shots as well are fantastically creepy in this kind of like this gothic kind of mansion, which I thought works really well. There are, it's kind of typical kind of spooky house sequences that I think work well. I kind of liked our lead actress. I like this kind of like the guy Dwayne, who was kind of her only real company. Good characters and things like that. They had a good rapport between them. I thought some of the other performances, to be honest with you, the minor her friends and this kind of like the daughter of this old man weren't as good. And to be honest with you, this movie I found it's just okay. It's a typical kind of like slow burn, dark house, things moving behind you when you people aren't looking. Typical kind of ghost story. I think there's a lot more that could have been done with it. It's just a little bit too slow for its own good. I think the ending may have been a little bit kind of like poorly handled. And it's just okay, this movie. This is like pretty much your generic kind of like pot boiler haunted house style movie. Got a little bit of mystery, few kind of jump scares here and there, a little bit of kind of cannon fodder. It all just kind of ticks the boxes, but never really kind of like exceeds in anything particularly kind of in any kind of meaningful way. It's just very much more of the same that you've seen plenty other kind of haunted house movies, in my opinion. It looks okay, like I said, it's not unenjoyable, but it ends up being pretty average. So I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.